We're learning new details about the gunman in that unthinkable attack in Shreveport, Louisiana, that left 8 children dead and a father accused of executing 7 of his own children.
Yeah, it's horrific. And it turns out that the shooter already had a criminal history involving guns and kids, and yet never spent a day in prison. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Mattera is here with the details. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charla. So, yeah, this is one of those stories that shocks you to the core, especially if you're a parent. Right? How do you slaughter your own children? But what's not shocking, sadly, is the suspect's record and the leniency that came with it. So back on March 18, 2019, Shamar Elkins was charged with 2 felonies, illegal use of a weapon and carrying a firearm in a school zone. According to the police report, Elkins allegedly got into an altercation with the driver, pulled out a 9mm, and fired 5 rounds. One of those bullets reportedly landed near a high school where students were present. And then in a move we see all too often, a deal was cut that favored the defendant. The school gun charge, it was dropped on the condition that Elkins plead guilty to the illegal use of a weapon, which was the lesser of the charges. The judge handed him simply 18 months of probation and instructions to surrender his firearm and pay $71 a month for that probation period. That's it. Now, 4 years earlier, in 2015, Elkins was arrested for driving under the influence. He pleaded guilty to that too. His punishment, also probation, 6 months of it. So within a decade, Shamar Elkins has 2 documented cases where his reckless conduct could have killed somebody. Twice, prosecutors offered him an easy off-ramp. Twice, a judge signed off on it. And now that leniency is coming into focus as Elkins stands accused of committing a mass murder against his very own children.
Well, second chances have costs associated with them. So do third chances, so do 10th chances. And what I think more and more Americans are growing sick of is seeing these repeat criminal offenders getting multiple bites at the apple until they do the most heinous thing imaginable.
Raphael Monguo of the Manhattan Institute, he made another point that's worth repeating. Progressives are already using this shooting to go after legal gun owners. Gavin Newsom, for instance, blamed it on the NRA, which is sick. But if Newsom and company actually wanted to curb gun violence, why not push for mandatory sentences for people who break existing gun laws, like Shamar Elkins, who fired a gun wildly near a school and didn't serve a single day behind bars? Perhaps this family massacre could have been avoided if Elkins had faced real consequences that were commensurate with the crime. But of course, Mark, Charla, we'll never know.
Yeah, it's really, really upsetting and just really difficult to wrap our heads around. All right, Jason, thank you.